back to Just Code It. Today we're going to dive into cache modes in Crawl4AI. We're going to look at three specifically: enabled, read-only, and bypass. How you get these cache modes is by importing from Crawl4AI Cache Modes. There's a few more cache modes as well. You also have disable and write-only. We're only going to take a look at the three main ones. Let's start out by actually running the app and seeing how it actually works. What I'm going to do is use a new URL here so it will actually work. And then let's run it. The enable will read it for the first time because it's a new URL. So it's a longer run, and then it uses it for the read only for the cache, and it gets the result really quick. Then when it bypasses it, it hits the network again, which is going to be about the same as the enabled first. Now, if we run this again, the enabled will be really quick, like the cache one, because it's going to use the cache. That's why if you want to actually see the difference, you need to use a different URL. Let's just use another one like this and run it again. And here we should see times close to this one. Yep. Now that we see how the code actually runs, let's go through the code and actually code this thing. To start out, we're going to do our imports and define our URL. We're going to do a async method called timed crawl. We're going to do a start, which is going to be that time perf counter. Then we're going to do an await crawler a run with the URL, and the config is going to be set equal to a CrawlerRunConfig, where we're going to do the cache mode set to the mode, which is a passed in variable, and verbose set to false. Then we're going to create our elapsed time and print some things. We actually have our main method, a async main, which doesn't return anything. And within this, we're going to do async with async web crawler as crawler, and then define all of our await methods within here. So it's not opening and closing browsers. We're going to do it all within the same width. The first one is going to be await timed crawler, and the cache mode is going to be set to enabled. Again, there's multiple different types of cache modes down here, like disable, write only, read only, and bypass. We're doing this enabled. After that one, we're going to do the read only. Finally, we're going to do the cache mode, which is the bypass, where it bypasses the cache no matter what. The last thing we're going to do is create an entry point with if name equals main, async IO run main. And to run it again, we can see it's going to be fast because we have not changed that URL. But again, if we change that URL, go back up to the top, and run it again, it will be slow on the first one and about the same on the second one. I hope this helps you see how if you're running these multiple times or running these URLs across different parts of your application, it can really improve performance by using a cache. I typically use just cache enabled. So if it hits it once, then it will cache it and I can just reuse it. It also really does help out when you're testing stuff to use the cache mode because, as you can imagine, you're running stuff multiple times, and having it cached can really speed up the performance. If you have any questions about cache modes or anything with Crawl4AI, please comment down below. I hope you enjoyed today's video. See you next time.